Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 76951, Pyroraptor and Dilophosaurus Transport from the LEGO Jurassic World theme. This set contains 254 pieces, 3 minifigures, 2 dinosaurs, and will retail for $39.99 in the US. This set does not come out until April 17th, 2022, but it was sent to me early by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Before I get started, I'd just like to ask you guys to please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I've already done some other early Jurassic World reviews, and there's at least one more coming very soon, as well as some other very exciting stuff down the line. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, if you subscribe to the channel, it'll pop right up in your subscription box as soon as it's posted, and it also really helps support me and the channel. But with all that being said, let's get on to the review. So here is the build of the set. It's this little Biosyn genetics car, and it's got a little cage out the back to hold a dinosaur. I actually quite like the car in this set. I think the shaping and everything on it's done pretty darn well. The hood having such a big sticker is a little disappointing. I kind of wish that was printed with how huge that sticker is, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. I like this bar piece used to cover up the windshield a little bit. I think that adds some extra dimension to the vehicle. And I really like these angled pieces on the side of the car to make it all look a lot more connected. That really ties the whole thing together in my opinion and looks great. This is also a little place for minifigures to step up, and there's a door you can open to put a minifigure inside. But of course, as with most LEGO cars, you can also just open it from the top. And there you can see there's actually room for 2 figures to sit side by side. I always love when vehicles give you the ability to sit more than one figure, and yeah, this looks great. The 2 figures are sitting side by side, there's no issues with that. That's fantastic and a very welcome part of this build. I don't know if I showed the front yet, but yeah, there's what that looks like. You got the headlights and everything, of course. Getting towards the back, you have another Biosyn genetic sticker, and that one's on both sides as well. And behind that, there's a clip that holds a staff accessory, which you can remove. And I think this is the staff they use to, like, stun the dinosaurs when they're escaping. And then on the other side, you have this red bottle with a nozzle, which can also be removed in the same spot. Which I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to be, but you can imagine that as like a fire hydrant or something. I like the little ladder piece at the top. I feel like that adds some nice texture to the build. And then on the very back, there's this little dino cage, which can be removed. It just connects with a ball joint to this piece, but on its own, it's not much. It's got these trans yellow pieces, which I assume are meant to represent sort of like an energy field keeping the dinosaur in. Otherwise, the dinosaur would just be able to run straight out. But yeah, you could fit either of the 2 dinosaurs in the set in here. Here is the Dilophosaurus with the closed up around it, and here is the Pyroraptor closed up. With that bit removed too, coming back to the car, you can open up the back and pull this bit out. And this is a build of a little radar dish that has some clips in the back where you can hold the weapons that are in this set. You get a total of 2 of them. One of them's on the guard minifigure by default, but there is a second one in this set if you want to give it to one of the other figures. Or if you don't want the guard to be holding that weapon, you can have her store it right here. But yep, very simple little build, just a little radar dish. Not much else to say on that. There's the back of the truck with the radar dish removed though. You could probably actually fit some figures back there if you wanted. But if not, you can just slide this back in and close it back up. Then when you're ready, just reattach the dinosaur cage to the back. And there you go. That is the main build of the set. Honestly, I like this set quite a bit. For a car build that doesn't use like the Speed Champions building style, this is actually pretty darn good. None of the building techniques are like too complex or anything, but the end result looks pretty fire. I like this a lot. Then of course we have the 2 dinosaurs in the set, the first of which being a Dilophosaurus. And this guy is really funny. Dilophosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs just because I love the little frills at the side. I think they're so goofy. And this is a smaller Dilophosaurus than what we've gotten previously in LEGO Jurassic World. However, I still think he's pretty good. It's unfortunate he doesn't really have any points of movement. You can't move his legs or his arms or his head at all, but you can close and open his mouth, which is fun. I like the red printing and the frills in his head, and the eye printing is pretty good too. And then this like nougat color coming out of his back is actually dual molded with the olive green, and the olive green's a hard plastic, but the nougat is more of a rubber, so the tail like has a bit of give if you want to shake the tail a little bit. But there's no like actual play features with that or anything. So yeah, this guy's just made up of 2 parts, the body of the dinosaur and the jaw. I definitely prefer the bigger ones just because there's more motion you can get with them. But this is not bad for a small Dilophosaurus, and I like him overall. Oh, and the Velociraptor can actually hold a bar in his hand if you want, so if you want to give him like a little stun gun in this set. Yeah, there you go, my man's kind of armed. And then we have the Pyroraptor, who had such a funny name and it looks super funny, and I thought he was something that Jurassic World just made up. I was like, there's no way there was actually a Pyroraptor dinosaur. But I looked it up, and no, apparently Pyroraptor is a real dinosaur. And this is kind of close to what we think they would actually look like. It actually has feathers, which is something we don't see on Jurassic World dinosaurs often, so that's cool to see. And I love how like low to the ground he is. I think that's super funny. This guy just looks so goofy. He's got very similar features to the Dilophosaurus, where his mouth can open, but nothing else can really move. But he just has like this sleek feather design going back. I love the printing on top of it too, of all the feathers. Yeah, this guy looks absolutely fantastic overall. He's funny and cool and really fun, and that's everything I'd ask for in a LEGO dinosaur figure. So yeah, I absolutely love this guy. And before I move on, of course, I do need to show Pyro Whipper riding a Pyroraptor. Do with this information what you will, but I thought this was very important to show off. Oh wait, actually a few more things. This guy also can hold a bar in his hand, so want to give him a gun, he can have a gun. And he does have a little stone in his back, which normally would not be notable, but in the official box art, he doesn't for some reason. Why isn't this shown in the box art? I'm not sure, but yeah, it is here in the set, so you can put a figure up there like you just saw with Pyro Whipper. But I think that's it for the dinos, so now let's move on to the minifigures, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on this set. So here are the first two minifigures of this set. We have Ian Malcolm and Ellie Sattler. These are characters from the original Jurassic Park movies, who I guess are returning in Jurassic World Dominion. It's super cool to see like older versions of these characters, and I'm really happy we're getting them in Lego form. Ian Malcolm, of course, has that same personality that he always had, including the unbuttoned shirt, which is a really funny touch. I love the idea that all these years later he's still doing that. But yeah, he's got like his one eyebrow raised. And then he's got the hairpiece that was originally introduced for, what, the 12th Doctor in Doctor Who? Really great figure overall, really great face print too. Happy to see him make a return. The, like, flesh-colored printing on his torso is a little bit discolored. That's very unfortunate to see, but LEGO does that so often nowadays it's kind of pointless to complain about it. But I always want to at least point it out to show that, yeah, this is still an issue. But that's on every minifigure. And then Dr. Ellie Sattler is a really good minifigure. I love the face print on her because she is like an older woman now, and they give her like the little bits of wrinkles, but they also don't give her gray hair, which is probably accurate to the movie. But it's just cool to see on LEGO because normally all of our old woman faces have like gray hair, but this is an older woman face that has still like blonde eyebrows and everything. And that's really nice to see. It's a nice change of pace, and I feel like that's useful for customs and whatnot. Her torso print is really nice too. I absolutely love that outfit. And there's a better look at both their face prints with their hair pieces removed. There's their back torso prints and alternate faces. Back torso prints, not too much to say about, just sort of the backs of shirts. But the alternate faces are both really good for different reasons. Ian Malcolm's is like a scared face, but I think it fits his whole personality really well. Like, I could see Jeff Goldblum in that face print. So I think that's super well done. And then Ellie's is just a really well done face print. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but just like that grimace is super well textured. It's a really great expression to have. Yeah, it's super cool to get the older versions of these characters. Really cool that they come in a somewhat cheap set. Very happy with both of them. And then the final figure in the set is just called Guard, and it is just a generic guard. She's got like this armored up torso. She carries like this taser gun with a syringe on top. That's an accessory that comes in many of the sets this wave. And I don't have a ton to say about her. I like the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, I guess, logo on the back. But other than that, yeah, she's pretty generic. She uses the Gennarso face like so many other figures. And there's the alternate face on that one. Yeah, not much to say about her, but she's a fine inclusion. But not a named character, so I really don't have too much to say. I do like the logo on the back, though. I think that is the highlight. So, what are my overall thoughts on this set? I do really like this set, although the price is a little bit high. The prices on all Jurassic World sets are high because the dinosaurs cost more to produce. But I don't know, even with the dinosaurs considered in this set, they're rather small dinosaurs, and I don't really feel like there's $30 worth of builds here, and I really don't think the dinosaurs should add up to more than 10. So yeah, I think 30 would be a fairer price for this. If you find this on sale for like 32, I highly recommend you pick it up. But for 40, that's a bit much for it. Price aside though, I do recommend you pick this one up. For a smaller Jurassic World set, this one's pretty great. You get two very unique dinosaurs, the Dilophosaurus and the Pyroraptor. The Pyroraptor is hilarious, probably one of my favorite figures I own now, just wonderful in every single way. And Dilophosaurus is goofy. There's better versions of him out there, but it's still nice to get him. The new versions of Ian and Ellie, wonderful, so cool to get them in such a cheap set. And then the Guard is whatever. I do like the build of the set though, which is something I wasn't expecting with a lot of these Jurassic World sets, so that's very cool to say. I think of all the actual Jurassic World sets, not counting the Jurassic Park one, this is my favorite build of this truck. So I'd say if you're going to pick any of them up, this is a pretty good one to get. I just wish it was priced a little bit better. But those are just my thoughts. You guys will have to let me know what you think of this set in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, as I said at the beginning, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. There's lots of other exciting stuff coming very soon, including more early Jurassic World reviews. So by liking and subscribing, you'll see that as soon as it's posted, and it also really helps support me in the channel. But as for this one, I think that's about going to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!